Fallon.
Yes, Jason.
Close your eyes and keep them closed, okay? Keep them closed.
Is this how he gives me a bloody nose? Just pop. Did he
He's
leave?
getting a prop, yeah.
I have to keep my eyes closed for like 20 minutes?
You know, he could have been more prepared.
Could have. If it has fur, I'm going to scream.
Open your eyes.
Oh, my God. Why? Why is it so close? Its eyes. They're penetrating my soul. Get it out. Quit.
Oh.
Reminds me of my boyfriend from college.
Roll the open.
Every day.
Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. Every day. We do it our own way. Sing it out every day. Yeah, let's make it a good day. Every day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Now, here's Jason.
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Thank you. Welcome to a new week. Hi. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. How you doing today? You doing well? Well, the hell? Do I hear a harmonica? What is that? Nice. I love that. Anyway, well, welcome to the show, everybody. First up, the future of pat downs. No one really likes getting touched by the TSA. I mean, well, it depends. Are they cute? Yeah. When they go through if they're cute, I don't have a problem. Anyway, when they go through airport security, but soon, those pat downs could be done through virtual reality. This is not a joke. The TSA is looking into using what is this graphic? Into using virtual reality goggles and special gloves to give pat downs without actually touching people. It uses sensors and special cameras to allow the TSA agent to feel around.
Yeah.
That sounds worse than actual. Anyway, yeah. No word on when this could actually be tested. That's right.
No.
I have nothing else to say.
No.
That's so gross to me. That's so gross. So I'll just say this. Ladies and gentlemen, Fallon. Happy Monday, friend. Welcome back. New week. How you doing?
Good. It feels like that means they can see through your clothes.
I see. I don't
like an X-ray.
I think it really is worse. Just touch me. I don't care. I'm not hiding it. Go ahead, touch me. I don't care.
I think I've only had that happen like once. I've had the thing where they, rub your hand with something a few times where you're randomly selected, but I haven't really been searched that often.
Here at we have a really great airport. Full disclosure, I do ads for them on the radio, but I love MSP, and I'm there a lot, so a lot of the TSA agents know me. Hey, where you going? Oh, let me guess, Disney. Yeah. And, but some of them, nothing is more embarrassing than when you go through the TSA and you know one of the people, and then you get beeped. Like your luggage has to be like hand inspected.
Yep.
And that happened, and I'm like, what? I forgot what I put in, and it was a big jar of lotion.
Oh.
Well, that sounded gross. You know what I mean? Like.
Wow.
You perverts! No, it was like hand lotion. I mean, face lotion. Yeah, I'm making it worse, but it was.
How much much lotion did you need?
I have a big head, and it was for like a long vacation, and I'm like, now I got to throw it away.
We have a car seat, so every time you take that through, they always have to do an extra inspection. So we just prepare for it ahead of time.
Really? You have to?
Always.
They have to inspect it separately?
Yeah, and it's so embarrassing because we're like, you know, we have a child and they're like little ferrets and they collect things and have snacks everywhere. So the guy will always take it out and random crackers and stuff fall out of it.
Contraband.
I know, and I was like, I'm so sorry. And he's like, oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, thanks.
Olive storing away like dental floss
Basically,
and stuff in there.
Yeah. She has all kinds of little snacks in there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, today on the show, by the way, the Fonz will be joining us. Henry Winkler. Plus a mailbag, a new segment, Jason's marriage advice. That's coming up.
Why did Aaron laugh so hard at that?
I'm sorry, audience coordinator Aaron Schwab. Something funny about that? You think it's great? Yeah, You'll see why. You'll see why. But right now, let's get started. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo. Here we go. Aaron laughed really quick at that. Anyway, yeah. Let's get started honoring Broadway's best. The Tony Awards were handed out Sunday night in New York, and the show, Look, let me say this before we even get going. Normally, we just do like runs and airs of the Tony Awards, but I got to tell you, I watched a lot of this, and I don't every year watch the whole thing. This was a really well-produced, entertaining show, and it started off right away with a bang, thanks to host Cynthia Erivo. Look at this. I mean, seriously, that's a gift, man. That voice, she got a much-deserved standing ovation for her opening song, proving that she can just do about everything. I mean, because I was like, oh, she's going to host, I love her, but there's one thing to be an actress, but another thing, it's another skill to host something. She was fantastic.
Well, okay, good. I didn't get to watch the show, so it's good to know she was fantastic at that as well.
She was affable and charming and funny, and you know, sometimes these hosts try really hard and the jokes fall. She was just adorable. Before Cynthia opened the show, she got some advice from a surprise guest. Look.
It's the Tonys. It's you. I had to be here.
What do you do when everyone is telling you what you need to do?
Forget about them, babe. The only thing you need to do is just be yourself.
The finger, if you ever lost, you're like, why did everyone love that? The finger moment relates to a viral interview that Cynthia and her Wicked co-star Ariana Grande did when the phrase holding space was used. Oprah ended up presenting the most anticipated award of the night, Best Actress in a Musical. Look, it was down to two divas. First, Nicole Scherzinger from Sunset Boulevard. So there's Nicole. Look, I mean this as a great compliment. If someone would have taken us back to 2004 and said, hey, put a bet down in Vegas that a Pussycat doll would win a Tony, you probably wouldn't have taken that bet. But she proved everybody wrong, and I love that. The other top contender was Broadway legend Audra McDonald. She ate up the stage. There wasn't any wood left on the stage because she performed Rose's Turn from the revival of Gypsy. Audra's been in, you guys know this, we've been covering it in the dish. Audra's been in the news quite a bit lately after being shaded by Patti LuPone. You guys know Patti apologized. Patti was a no-show last night at the Tonys. In the end, Nicole won the Best Actress Tony, her first. This version of Sunset Boulevard has been a huge hit since opening last year. Well, everything's been a hit. They announced this last night. This season has been the most profitable season in Broadway history ever. Yeah. Good shows. Yeah. The other big moment of the night have featured a reunion of the original cast of Hamilton. They took the stage to celebrate, can you believe this? The 10th anniversary of the hit show. Watch. There we go. My only beef with that was I love Anthony Ramos, and they didn't give him a moment last night. I wanted to see Anthony, but yeah, other than that, again, I'll end my commentary with how I began. I like theater. Colin likes it more. I'm a theater. I enjoy it, but I don't often watch the entire broadcast. I watched more of that this year than I have in years past.
Makes you want to go to New York and see all the shows.
It does. I mean, that's the good thing. Yeah, there's so many good things there right now. I want to go back. I really, really do. And this is a weird thing to say, but even the in memoriam, which you're not supposed to say, I love that in memoriam segment, but it was beautiful. Sarah Bareilles and Cynthia did a rendition of The Sun Will Come Out Tomorrow. Oh. And it's gorgeous. Like, I played on the radio show this morning and my co-host was crying. Oh. I mean, it's like in a good way. It's go Google it, goggle it, you guys. You'll love it. You'll love it. We have more Dish and the Fonz coming up when we come back. Stay with us. Boy, is it a happy day. Coming up in just a little bit, TV icon Henry Winkler will join us live to talk about his latest project on the History Channel. And then our new segment, Jason Gives Marriage Advice, how a cabinet led to a revelation. And we're opening up the Jason Show mailbag. What are you saying this week? You'll find out when we continue. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. More Hot Dish in a little bit, but first up, oh, I love this. When we look back at the good old days of our past, we start to realize that we let a lot of things slide. A new show on the History Channel looks at the toys, the foods, the products, and amusements that seemed like a good idea at the time, but it turned out to be really dangerous. Look.
Hi. I'm Henry Winkler, and my new show explores dangerous things like lawn darts, which didn't seem so bad at first. We used to give kids uranium and blow torches to play with. Bear wrestling was an actual sport, and asbestos was fake snow. We even had combs that exploded.
Yeah, thank goodness they did this as a show. Oh, friends, Hazardous History with Henry Winkler premieres this upcoming Sunday on the History Channel. Audience, give it up for the icon himself, Henry Winkler, everyone. Oh, Henry. What? Oh, wow. Wow. Look. Wow. Well, I mean, it is Henry Winkler, after all. My friend, what a great concept for a show. Were you immediately in when you read the treatment?
I want to tell you, I met the head of the History Channel in a conference room at my talent agency's office. And Eli started telling me a story. I said, I am in. This stuff, you cannot make this up. It is shockingly amazing. The subtitle of this show is, wait a minute, we did that and
yes.
We lived?
Henry, we just saw VO. I mean, hand to Oprah. I've been laughing about this for years. I've always joked, I have a line that I go, they didn't care about kids in the 70s. Remember our curly slides? Henry, they were made out of molten metal. And we would go down it and we would lose 3 to 4 layers of skin.
On a hot day, you would stick to the slide? and not go any further. What about the water slide at Action Park?
Yes!
Loop-de-loop. There was not enough water. If you were heavy, the tube was too small. You didn't make it all the way. You were cut up because people's teeth got stuck in the plastic that rode it before you. They had to cut a trap door in order to get you out of the slide. It was insane.
It's crazy, Henry. And you were showing it there, too. And then I remember our Christmas tree decorations. My mom used to put tinsel that was made of the most horrible chemicals. It's awful.
What about asbestos?
Yes.
You were just throwing asbestos. It's snowing in the snow. It's in my living room. It's snowing. And you're breathing all this stuff in.
It's horrible. What was the thing? We've listed a few there. Other than those two, was there another thing that you went that shocked you the most that now just seems so ridiculous that it was approved?
Okay. There was a man named Mr. Crash, his real name. Now, there was no television, no internet. So he thought, okay, I'm going to go to Texas. I'm going to build a fake town just on the outskirts of some city. And he put down railroad track. He took 2 locomotives. He started them up. He had them racing toward each other as fast as they possibly could go. He thought there would be like 20,000 spectators. 40,000 showed up. These locomotives would explode when they crashed into each other. Some of the people in the front row were killed, some maimed. Nobody ran away. They all ran to the crash site in order to get a souvenir. It went on for years.
They went to get a souvenir?
Hello. Can you imagine somebody carrying the boiler piece on his back? An entire round piece of the boiler. Oh my God, it is burning my back, but I've got to have it in my living room.
Oh, my friend, really, we got to go. They're already wrapping me, but I just want to say I love that you are everywhere. I love that you have never been hotter. I love because you're just the best, and the more Henry Winkler, the better off the world is. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me. My youngest son, Max, said to me, when the universe gives, you must take.
That's right. Give it up, audience, for the one and only Henry Winkler. Be sure to watch Hazardous History with Henry Winkler starting Sunday, June 15th on the History Channel. Fallon.
The best ever.
The best, the nicest guy. That's the Fonz for it. That's a TV icon. Everyone uses that word. That's a TV icon right there, man.
Absolutely.
Happy Days, I just gave that stat a few weeks ago. At its height, 50, 60 million people would watch Happy Days. I mean, it's just, yeah, they don't make shows like that, just like they don't make curly slides like that anymore. Yeah. No. More Dish now, a big breakup in the world of TV and streaming. Here's the headline from The Hollywood Reporter. Warner Brothers Discovery to split into 2. The company owns HBO, CNN, the studios, other networks. One company, oh God, and this is what I'm going to make fun of. One of the companies will be called Streaming and Studios. That will be in control of Warner Brothers, as well as HBO, HBO Max, and DC Studios. The other company will be called Global Networks, and that will handle cable channels like CNN, TNT, and Discovery. How much did you pay for those names? I want to be in that meeting.
Keeping it simple, I guess. I mean, I get why they'd split them.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Business-wise, it makes a lot of sense.
Man, there's a lot happening with HBO lately.
Well, I'm sure the same people that kept switching the names of HBO are the same people that came up with the names for this thing, Global Networks, or let's have a streaming company.
Yep.
What should we call it, Fallon? Streaming.
Yep, it's
streaming.
simple.
Streaming networks.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is good for them because the company, when you had HBO Max, you had Max, you had like Discovery content next to HBO stuff, and it just didn't make any. It was confusing for for all of us.
So now, do you think that means that they're actually going to I don't know, do a better job with both?
Probably.
Since they'll be able to focus on like the specific things.
Well, probably in all of these companies, look at what NBC Universal Comcast is doing. They're spinning off, not to get too CNBC up in here, but they're spinning off all of their cable channels into a new company. So they're shipping off CNBC, MSNBC, Sci-Fi into one company because their cable channels are struggling nowadays.
Right.
They used to be cash cows, and now they're just little calves. You know what I mean? There's little. So I had to follow that animal analogy
that
to the
worked.
end
It
there.
worked. Yeah.
Sorry.
Right.
Up next. Up next, getting freaky again. The first
Yes.
trailer is out. I know you're excited for this.
My millennial heart is busting. I'm excited.
What Fallon is excited about is the trailer for the much-anticipated sequel to Freaky Friday. Lindsay Lohan is back. Jamie Lee Curtis is back. Watch.
Change the hearts you know are wrong to reach the place where you belong.
Oh my God, what is happening? Okay, who am I? It's me. It's Mom. If you're me and I'm you, then who's that? I'm Grandma, sweetheart. Yeah! Last time, we convinced everyone that we were each other until we switched back.
I didn't want to be a part of this family, and now I'm part of some dodgy family curse? And I'm the eldest?
As teenagers, we have no power. But as adults,
We can break our parents up for good. Jump, 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 jump! All you have to do is reunite her with her first love. Very good. Flip your hair. Good. Big moves. Bite your lip. Not your top lip, your bottom lip.
I know what this is. You're having a stroke.
No, I just need to go to the bathroom.
Chad Michael Murray back.
Oh, yeah.
Freakier Friday hits theaters in August. I was ready to roll my eyes on this one, but I gotta say, that looks actually really funny.
Yeah, I love a scenario where they're trying to split the parents up, you know?
Yeah,
Goes
like the
back to
Parent
old-
Trap.
Yeah, Parent Trap.
Yeah.
Hello, it's like her going back to her roots, basically.
Yeah, I might see this in Jamie Lee Curtis. She like Henry Winkler. She's never been hotter, man. It looks great.
Same for Chad Michael Murray.
Yeah, Chad
Never
Michael
been
Murray.
hotter.
Yeah, he has aged very well. Yes. Up next, she may be 73 years old, but Jean Smart again. Never been more popular, mostly because of her Emmy-winning role in Hacks. Now she's starring in a one-woman show on Broadway. Well, because of the Grammys, Jean talked to CBS Sunday Morning, and listen to this. Jean, with all this success right now, she has one regret.
Do I wish all of this had happened 20 years ago? Absolutely. I felt like I could have made a lot more use out of that career boost 20 years ago. Because there's so many parts now I simply can't play just because of my age, you know, so that's very frustrating, you know. But I am extraordinarily grateful for all the amazing things that have been coming my way, and I can't explain it.
Call Me Izzy is the show. It runs through mid-August. Yeah, it's funny, when I was watching that, Colin watched it first, and he goes, watch Jean's face with that answer. He goes, she was very honest about, God, this is all great. I love that Hacks is happening. Wouldn't have been great if this would have happened at 53 instead of 73, but you can't decide those things. You don't know when a project you're going to do is popping. But you talk about someone that has sustained a great career. You have her success in the 80s with Designing Women, and then sustained like a good, just a even keel career, and then popping again at 73. I mean, it proves it doesn't matter how old you are, keep going.
Exactly. I mean, I get what she's saying. That has to be frustrating. She obviously had the talent all along, but you're right. It's like you have to find the perfect role or get cast in that perfect role to keep the peaks going. So
I got sad too when she talked about she met her husband on the set of Designing Women. He was doing a guest role, and she walked in, and it was one of those moments where she's like, oh, I knew right then. And they were together, and he just recently passed away. Oh. And then I want to go back and watch this. It happened during season 1 of Hacks. And listen to this, guys. They were still filming the season, and she had to do a funeral scene So she had to take a break. She's like, okay, just give me a moment. And she did it because she's a pro. And when you go back, now I'm going to watch that scene now with different eyes. But can you imagine? You just lose your husband and you gotta film a funeral. So it'd kill me.
Absolutely.
You can catch up on Hacks on Max. You can see that on CBS Sunday Morning's YouTube channel. We'll be right back with more right after this, everybody. I know, and they were together since '86. You sleep weird. Look at those T-shirts, man. Give those people a car. Look at that. The effort, Fallon. The effort. Well, you got to love when the audience comes with homemade T-shirts, man. That's fantastic. Yeah, love that. Well, you hear me say this all the time. My personality is one where if I really love something, I tell everyone about it. I love it. I love sharing if I want you to have something. Today, something new in my house that I'm obsessed with. I know a lot of you have been following me on with my house journey. Hate that word, but all the stuff that we're getting for the house. It's my latest best thing ever, everybody. Okay. This is our version of Oprah's favorite things, and this best thing ever is perfect for any room in your house where you need some extra light, but you don't feel like calling in an electrician and dropping like $800. These are wireless wall sconces from the website Pridola.com. Pridola, I think I'm pronouncing that right. You get a set of 2, and they come in a variety of finishes, gold, silver, or black. And right now, I didn't do this on purpose. I'm glad that I did. Right now, they're on sale, and you can get a pair for less than $100. Now, here's what's great. You can just peel off the adhesive in the back and stick them to the wall. And they stick to any surface. They can be removed. They give you instructions on how to do that, like if you're a renter or you don't want to completely ruin your drywall. And to turn them on and off, you just use the remotes that come with it. Now, here they are. I shot some video. Here they are in my den. And again, I didn't want to wire. You know, we just moved in, and I'm like, I'm spending enough money on grass seed anyway. So here they are, and I turned them on right here. You can pick a warm glow, a more daylight, a brighter, and I got to tell you, Fallon, loving these. Now, let me be honest. I almost didn't recommend these for a couple reasons. Number one, this is the best thing ever, but I have a couple asterisks that I want you to be aware of that nobody told me. First, it takes a while to get them, and I have the patience of a 3-legged cricket, so it was driving me nuts. It does take a while, so pack your patience. If you need these for a party or a housewarming, just order them and they'll get to you eventually. Number 2, the way that they are charged are with the light bulbs. They're a proprietary light bulb, and those are what you charge. Okay. And it comes with a charger, but the light bulbs are sold separately. I was a little taken back when I got to checkout, and I'm like, oh, the light bulbs don't come with the thing? But I got to tell you, now that I've had them for several weeks, they're fine, fine. I love them so much that irritated me a little bit. So I'm just being honest with you. They do charge you extra if you want some extra things. But I love them. They're beautiful. They're sturdy. They're a good quality. They have lamps too. So again, they're great for a renter or if you don't want to punch holes and run electricity. They're beautiful.
How long does the charge last?
I haven't tested it out fully. Like left them on for an entire. They say like 36 hours. Okay. I don't quite believe that, but I just I use them as like an accent light, and I've had a lot of compliments with them. I love them. I'm thinking about actually getting another set going upstairs.
Yes, I was gonna say it'd be good for stairs or like hallways and things.
In between pictures or stuff like that. There's a lot of these type of renter-friendly. If you are renting your apartment and we just bought a different company, but throwing it in here because it just popped in my mind. If you have like a 3-season porch, we just bought a ceiling fan to go in it. That again, you don't need an electrician. There are so many of these products in these categories that we're just loving. That ceiling fan, but oh God. I have a similar story coming up. We bought that ceiling fan. Maybe I'll show you a picture of it later. And we couldn't figure out why it wasn't working. And it befuddled us. And when I say us, I mean Colin for 2 to 3 days. And we realized yesterday we put the blades upside down so the fan wouldn't spin. We felt real dumb. We felt real smart when we realized all we needed to do was flip the blades over. But again, pack your patience. Pridola.com and Pridola.co. They come in a variety of finishes. All in all, I think when I bought the bulbs and all of the accessories, my total bill with tax and shipping was $190.
Okay.
So not horrible, but still cheaper than hiring an electrician, going to the Home Depot and buying the sconces, and the fact that you can make them different colors. You know, for Christmas, make them green. I don't care.
There you go.
Yeah.
So festive.
There we go. The set of two wireless wall sconces from Pridola.com. My latest best thing ever, everybody. Now, I told you about the fan. Coming up in a little bit, how the building of a cabinet led to our new segment called Jason. Okay, audience, you don't need to laugh at that already. Jason gives marital advice. When we return, back in a moment, everybody. Girl. Welcome back. Let me tell you what happened in that commercial break. We wrapped the segment, and then we went to commercial, and then a very nice lady in row 2 screams, "Found him on Amazon for $50. There she is, yeah. Now, and then I said, well, is it the same brand? And she goes like this, I don't know. Yeah. But like Fallon and I were saying, and I heard Aaron say it, that seems costly for some lights that you stick on a wall. But I heard Aaron say that, sassy pants. I will tell you though, I do my research. Whenever I buy crap and I spend some money, I research. And you were saying you've bought something similar and the finish, they look cheap.
That's my only concern. Sometimes when you get the cheaper version on like Amazon or something, it'll look like someone in a factory spray painted it by hand. And like the gold finish, I just did that with a dupe I bought online, and I got it, I'm like, oh, this is bad. But I knew it was going to be questionable because it was like half the price of the original.
Yeah.
I got what I paid for.
So take that, row 2. Anyway, yeah.
It might look rough. It might look rough. Or it might be great.
Yeah. Anyone who's married knows what it's like to have the occasional disagreement. I realized something this weekend when my husband was putting together a piece of furniture, and that leads to our new segment, Marriage Advice from Jason. That's right. Never build furniture together. We'll be right back. No, really, that's it. No, I know.
I have actually said, you know how like a lot of times, depending on your religion, they'll make you do courses before you get married. I think that every couple should have to build a piece of IKEA furniture together before they're allowed to get married. That's what I think.
Let me lead with a compliment, because I sometimes throw, for the sake of the show, I throw Colin under the proverbial bus. Let me start by saying Colin did nothing wrong. He was actually on the Colin scale.
Well, is this some shade right here?
It's not shade, no. On the Colin scale, he was actually a 4.5, which was great, which is great. But I'm just telling you, we got a cabinet, okay? And we got it from like a wall. I won't say where. They're not paying me, so I'm not going to give them any pub. But it was from like a big box store. We bought like a cabinet because I just needed something to put like DVDs in. Okay, this cabinet came in and it had doors. Okay, here's my real advice: never build furniture that has doors. Because doors have hinges. And if you buy, and it goes, see, everything connects. Because if you buy the cheaper furniture, sometimes getting the doors to perfectly, we spent, no joke, an entire movie. We put a movie on. We went through the whole damn movie, and we still couldn't, Colin couldn't get 2 sets of these doors to actually close. They kept bumping into each other, and you would adjust it just a little bit, wouldn't close. Adjusted the other door, wouldn't close. And I could see him slowly descending into madness. And my only job was I was the flashlight guy. So I'm putting the flashlight so he can see where to put the screws. And he's just getting more and more angry.
Oh, no.
And it was like a game show where you wait for them to reveal the prize. Every time he would adjust and go, and he went to close the doors, I'm not overly religious, but I was just praying to God. I'm like, please, Jesus, let these doors close so we can go get some chicken wings, please. It never really closed. So at the end, he goes like this. I'm done. I'm waiting for my dad to do it. Yeah, so, yeah.
Leo, he's gonna call his dad over. That's
so Leo,
cute.
take camera 5. Hi, father-in-law. Get to my house quickly, please. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. He literally went like this. I'm done. Poor guy. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. It's time to take a dive into the DMs and comments that you leave behind on our social media pages. Leo, let's open up the mailbag. Roll in, Leo. Here we go.
You got me.
First up, we went on another fast food field trip last week. Our coworker Max joined me, executive producer Jeff, and photographer Eric. We tried the new Frosty Fusions at Wendy's, and Kimberly wrote, "Oh my God, laughed so hard. Jeff pulling out the cleaning wipes and cleaning the dashboard was hilarious." Yeah, well,
it was.
He needed his car cleaned at that moment. Carolyn wants to know, what type of wipes was Jeff using on his dash? I need those. I have a husband who spits when he talks.
Oh my God! She threw some subtle shade at her husband. Wow.
Jeff, what kind of wipes do you use?
My parents get them free at the car wash.
Sorry. No help.
If you didn't hear Jeff, who, by the way, is nearing 50, he said yeah, oh, that's right. Yeah.
I'm sure in the corner.
That's right. Jeff goes, and I quote, "I get them from my parents who gets them free from the car wash." Cut the cord, Jeff. Yeah. Also, we received a lot of comments about our poor photographer, Eric. Yes.
Yeah.
Our long-suffering photographer. Judith says, "I always love your fast food field trips, but poor Eric didn't get a Frosty." Yeah. And an idea from William. He writes he wants to see an episode of Eric Eats All Day, where Eric is picked up without the boys and goes to Wendy's, McDonald's, and Dairy Queen until he gets his fill. Then Jeff gets sent all the receipts. Yes. FYI, that will never happen. Yeah.
Poor Eric.
Yeah. We got to tell you, we love Eric. Yeah. Look at Eric. Eric, you haven't eaten since when? Season 7? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're on season 10 now. Yeah. Next, a comment about the dynamic between me and executive producer Jeff. A commenter on YouTube wrote, "You act like brothers. One minute you laugh, the next you seem like you want to throw a book at them."
Yeah.
Yep. That's basically our, and it's not for television, and you can back me up.
This is 24/7, and I love it. I always think, oh, that one might have crossed the line, and then it doesn't. No. It brings me joy.
No, Jeff and I, Jeff is probably you. I would never. Our staff basically, I would never take offense really to Jeff and I can make, because we were both puffy kids. Jeff is probably the only one that has a carte blanche to say whatever he wants to, and so when we like, if I eat something, Jeff will be like, "Come up for air, there, Shamu." You know. Last week, the whole staff shared their summer ins and outs, and not everyone was in agreement about some of our hot takes. One of producer Bjorn's was Malibu rum drinks, but Michael was not on board, writing, "So Bjorn wants to take shots of sunscreen all summer?" Malibu rum is the sunscreen of the alcohol world. Yeah.
Okay, it's funny that they brought this up, because Jason and I went to dinner like that night, and Bjorn thought his most controversial was going to be that he likes the original Taylor songs better, but both Jason and I were like, the Malibu one really stuck with us.
I know.
We both were like, why? Why Malibu?
Well, not to just pick on Bjorn, one of my summer ends was frozen custard, and one of my outs was ice cream. Colleen says, I mean, frozen custard is good, but why the ice cream diss? I love me some good ice cream. Yeah. Look.
Okay. You're not going to turn ice cream down.
No, again, Shamu, I'm good, yeah. Also out for me, flip-flops. Darcy asked, what's wrong with flip-flops?
Great question.
Great question. I have nothing wrong with flip-flops. I do have a problem. Some of the material, when they get the feeling between your big toe and it gives me the heebie-jeebies. That's right, yeah, it freaks me out a little bit. If it's a cloth little thing, I'm good. Nylon, I get a little squishy.
Okay.
I don't like that feeling, yeah.
All right.
Just give me a good Birkenstock clog.
I do love it's like a regular Birk, you know?
Like a regular Birk is fine
good,
too.
Yeah.
Next, you heard me talk about my recent manly activity of mowing my lawn. I went to Menards to pick up grass seed, and I was shocked because I've been in a condo since I was 22. I was shocked of how expensive this crap is. Julie messaged us, quote, if you thought grass seed was expensive, wait until you start buying fertilizer. I decided to hire a service.
Yeah.
I gotta buy fertilizer?
There's all kinds of stuff. We have to mulch, and we have so many mulch areas. Jake texted me today. The guy came. He was like, we have to weed your beds first. The guy saw how bad they were, and he goes, whoa, my guy, I don't have the time or energy for this. So he left. And I was like, how do I get rid of all the weeds? And Jake was like, I think we have to pay someone a lot of money because we don't have time.
How much mulch do you guys have?
A ton. We can't just do it ourselves. We have to hire a service because it's a lot of mulching.
Oh,
guys.
yeah, we bought some mulch, but oh, God, now I got to worry about fertilizer?
Yeah.
Anyway, stay connected with our show on social media. Just find us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just search for Jason Show TV and our personal accounts as well. Fallon On Air and Jason Matheson. We'll be right back. Bro, that's going to be expensive. Happy birthday to everyone celebrating with us. In our birthday club, they get that sash, VIP treatment, and thanks to our partner, Home Furniture. Don't forget to book your tickets. Join us in studio. Free tickets are available at eventbrite.com. Just search for The Jason Show. Pick a date. Join the fun. You can also get that app. It's very easy. You'll use it for other events as well. We're going to take a break. We're going to wrap things up after these words. Your son's here. You mentioned it a little bit. If you and Jake are putting together something, who's the first to lose their cool, you or Jake?
Me, but I probably wouldn't be doing much. I'd be like you. I'd be holding the flashlight, and I would
supervising?
I'd forget that I'm holding because I'd be scrolling, and the flashlight would never be where it needs to be.
Yes.
That's what would happen.
I just remained calm, and even when he snapped a little bit, I couldn't blame him because, again, the doors just would not. I felt bad for him.
That's infuriating.
Yeah, I told him. I said, just close it. Just get it. It's closed, and we'll never open it again. We'll just leave it. It wasn't overly expensive. Let me just put my DVDs in there. We'll never open it again.
No, I don't blame you. We bought a grill a couple of weeks ago, and we got the one on the floor that was already built, and it was the best decision ever. I'm like, I don't care.
Yes.
Already built.
I told him, I made a proclamation, we will never buy another thing that needs to be built that requires hinges. Ever again. Yeah. Hey, good rule for everybody. Tomorrow on the show, summer flight deals with Thrifty Traveler. Plus, you've heard about this, why solo travelers may be paying more for airline tickets. We're going to get some definitive answers from the Thrifty Traveler. That's tomorrow. Yeah. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid being bullied, go out there and be yourself. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody.